Hello to all three of my viewers. Today I thought I'd work on my Coleman, clean it up a little bit, and do some other things to it. So to start off, I got these new foot pegs on Amazon for like 16 bucks. The reason I got it is because one of mine broke off, and so I had to replace it. Here you can see I got these brand new foot pegs. They look pretty nice, and they're high quality. They're a lot bigger than the original Coleman foot pegs, so it's pretty nice. And they're really grippy as well. Your foot really sticks to them. Here's me attempting to put the first one on. Tried using the pin that came with the packaging, but it was too big for the foot peg and for the entire assembly, so I just reverted to using the one that actually came with the Coleman. That one worked just fine. Slid the little pin in underneath. Then really quickly I realized that I forgot to put the spring on it. So here's me going back, taking the whole thing off again and putting the spring back on. It took me a little bit to figure out which way the spring was going because I didn't care to look at instructions or anything like that, so it just took me some trial by error, but I finally got it, and it works fine now. This is the side with the actual broken foot peg. As you can see, it's clearly snapped right off. And there's the other one for comparison of what it should have looked like. So started off removing that piece, and then grabbed the new foot peg. This time I actually put the spring on first time, and then reused that same peg. Then I realized the foot peg wouldn't fit in, so I actually had to grab pliers and bend one of the metal pieces down so that it would be able to fit. Still trying to finesse it, can't get it. And there it is, I finally got the piece on after taking a little bit, and then I realized I was going to clean it. So I grabbed my buckets, went inside, and scared the crap out of my cat, filled them up, and then I filled them up at rocket speed. And I was so scared that these handles were going to snap, but luckily they didn't. And I was going to take it outside, so I grabbed some sponges, grabbed some soap, all that stuff, opened the garage door, brought it outside. And here, I basically just tried to clean all the mud and junk off of it that's currently on it, because my plans after this was to paint it, so just trying to get everything just clean on the surface at least. There's a lot of gunk everywhere. And the fenders were the main concern for me because that's what I was going to be painting later, so I just wanted to make sure I did a really good job the first time. And that was kind of the main priority, so. You can clearly see that the water has gotten really, really murky. This thing was really dirty, and it did need to be washed. You can see how brown the water is. Here I'm just using some simple green and a little brush, basically spraying the sides of the tires and then scrubbing them off. Trying to get the whole wheel too. And then here I'm doing the other side. Scrubbing away, getting all that crusty dirt off. Shout out to the 2 people that are still watching the video. Here I'm just using some of the water to just rinse off the soap and the stuff that I put on it. And here I'm back on the front tire, cleaning this up really quick. This was super satisfying because there's nothing in the way. I could just scrub the whole tire. Cleaning the inside of the wheel too. Gotta make sure to get everything, all the details, and then rinse it off when you're done. Then I'm doing the other side of the front wheel here. Then I went to Menards today and I picked up some white glossy spray paint. I hit these fenders with some gray primer before I started all of this. I didn't record it on accident, but here's me putting the first layer of the spray paint on. And I'm not a big spray painter, so do not criticize me for my trash painting, but I don't want to hear it. And also, do not comment on the fact that I look like a little goob with my sweatshirt up like that. I do not want to hear it. It smells gross, alright? Here's what it looks like when I was finally done. This was the first coat. And it looked pretty good. So this is my second layer that I did. I waited about 5 minutes. And I made sure that it was dry first. Just doing the light layer. And here's me putting the fenders on. They've been painted and everything. I forgot to record me putting the back piece on, but it's basically the same as the front. You just line the 2 slots up with the screws, and then you put the bolt on and the washer, and you tighten it down. You can basically put them hand tight if you want. I decided to get a little wrench out. Already, just from this view, you can tell it. I love the look of it a lot more than the green. A little more my style. And here I'm putting the chain guard back on. And I noticed it had a couple little spots where the paint had already peeled, but I didn't really care because I knew it was gonna get ruined later anyways, so. And it's a detail that some people are probably never gonna see, so I really didn't care and just threw it on anyways. And that's about it. That sums up the entire thing. Here's a little edit for you guys too. A little Coleman edit. Y'all ain't ready for it.
Now look who creepin', look who crawlin', still ballin' in the mix. It's that 6'6" long dick slim nigga sticking